When we consume meat, we are consuming a certain level of vibration. So, when animals go into slaughterhouses, when they go through their entire life in really terrible circumstances, and even the ones that are treated the best that go into slaughterhouses, there is a certain pain, fear, and suffering that exists within the brain chemistry of animals. Um, Now, when they're slaughtered, they die, and when we consume them, even when we cook the meat of these animals, there's a bit of those chemicals that transfer into us. It doesn't directly go to our brain, nor is it a huge influence, but a piece of that fear, of that suffering, goes straight into our digestion and then into our own bodily chemistry. Brain chemistry, ultimately, but bodily chemistry. And the vibration itself, spiritually speaking, the vibration of fear, of pain, of a life of suffering, of a life of ignorance, being an animal, these things affect the meat of an animal, the things that, the substance that people eat. That vibration sticks with those parts of the animal that people eat later on. And that becomes a part of one's own vibration. It's not something that is so intense that it happens immediately. But over time, as we consume more and more meat, or we accept more and more of this vibration into our own bodies, we start to develop a more fearful attitude, and our intelligence goes down as far as vibration goes. So there's, of course, the average, mental intelligence, but we also have vibrational intelligence, to where you can sense the vibration in others and kind of sense who they are, what they want, and their intentions. You can kind of sense when an area is safe or not safe, or has a good level of hospitality when it comes to just the land itself, or if the land is in recession and it doesn't like you. There's a lot of sensitivities that can be taken away when we consume meat, because that fear vibration really chops up all the frequencies. It really breaks down our sensitivity to this, to the extent that, while we are pleased by the food that we eat, the meat, our sensitivity to nature itself, animals, the land, and subtler vibrations actually goes down. It's a dulling process when we eat meat, and over time we become duller and duller when it comes to our finer senses, those senses that are so finely attuned by an individual that most people don't even know that they exist. But the chemicals of fear and the vibration of fear, they both have the same effect. No matter if it's an animal eating an animal, or a human eating an animal, or an ignorant person deciding to reject a wise person, the effect is that attunement goes more towards the lesser aspect of existence, the consumption aspect, rather than embracing the aspect of preservation. We should embrace preservation rather than destruction. Destruction is eating meat, because we don't need to eat meat. It's actually bad on our environment, and it's bad on our consciousness, and it's completely unnecessary. So preservation is not an energy or a path that one can take when you consume meat. But what you can do is to decide, hey, look, my path forward as a spiritual being, my desire for the multiverse to really move forward as a unity, as a united being, rather than just trying to consume what I've been used to consuming. For everything to move forward, for ourselves, other people, our path, and habits in general, we just have to decide, okay, maybe we only consume what we truly need to. This isn't just about meat, though. You know, consumer goods, buying more than you need, choosing to indulge oneself when it'd be very easy to not do so, chopping down all the materialistic aims and experiences, and moving forward to a symbiosis with the multiverse is the aim, rather than trying to consume as much as one can and feel as much pleasure as one can, because consciousness does not stay here. It transfers and transfers and transfers. It evolves, moves on, devolves, moves on. There's a lot of different ways that your individual consciousness, even in lacking memory, will transform into this, and this, these different forms of itself. So anything that you consume that you thought that was separate from yourself, it truly is not. So be very careful with your energy, what you consume, what you believe, and who you are as an individual, because all of these things produce something that can either hold us back or move us forward. At any rate, thank you very much for watching, and I hope all of you have a wonderful day.